Hello my gorgeous Capricorn, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is my monthly horoscope tarot card reading. It's for you, my beautiful Capricorn, for May 2018. So it's for you, my gorgeous Capricorn, and it's for May 2018. When it comes to your health and when it comes to the way you're going to feel, it is going to be quite interesting month indeed, because on the one hand the energy levels are going to be really good again which is going to reflect on you in such a good way, in such a positive way, which is on another hand reflect on you, the way you work, the way you think. You will be able to feel so much more energy, throughout May for so much longer, instead of just feeling really drained and tired so soon. And it all depends, sometimes it's just certain situations in our life are actually draining our energy so quick to the point that we just feel tired automatically. And also it depends who is around us, which kind of people, which kind of energy that they project and things like that. So when it comes to the actual energy levels, it's going to be brilliant, and I know that this is actually going to have a really positive and good reflection in you, because when it comes to you doing things you wanted to do for a while, when it comes to your work, when it comes to your career, when it comes to things that you wanted to focus on, when it comes to things that you were focusing on, like if you are retired, for example, you see, this is really going to be a productive month because now finally things that have been stagnant and things like that for a while, now you will really want to do something about it. You will really want to dig deep to it, really deep, okay? And also, what else I was going to say, on another hand, when it comes to the actual your health as well, you will be prone to for example, a cold, flu and infections. You see, you will be your immune system will be quite low, you see, just throughout May 2018, which means that you will be you will be able to get cold, flu and things like that. So what I really recommend, you see, when it comes to this, is to basically to get something like, I said it quite a few times, like echinacea. Echinacea is just a wonderful, beautiful, amazing herb, one of the most powerful herbs out there when it comes to boosting your own immune system. And if you are into herbs, if you like this sorts of thing, you see these sort of things, and herbs are just amazing. People have been using this type of herbs for many years, and what echinacea does, it has got the ability to boost the white cell count in your body, and therefore it can actually boost, and it does boost your immune system really nicely. It's probably one of the most amazing herbs for such a thing, and this is why I really highly recommend to just take it throughout the month. It's called echinacea, and I highly recommend to get a liquid. It's the actual tincture rather than the capsules. But then again, if you prefer capsules or tablets, you get in a capsule in a tablets form. As long as it's pure as you can get, that's probably the best. And echinacea is just absolutely amazing. You take it for 6 weeks on, and then you take it for 2 weeks off. 6 weeks on, 2 weeks off. 6 weeks on, blah blah. You see, I know that month doesn't last a 6 weeks, but if you just start taking it, you see, and then you just have a breaks every now and then, and it's absolutely brilliant. And the reason why you need to have a break with echinacea and with any herb you take, really, because these are natural herbs, and therefore it's your body would get used to it, you see, if you just keep on taking without any breaks. So that's why it's just really important to have a break with echinacea, and this is what I highly suggest, you see. And when it comes to the number, ooh la la, it's number 7. It's a spiritual number. It's the time of awakening, and this is what I said, because at the end of the day, you may feel like a little bit of a cold or flu or whatever, if you get it, but it's just basically the fact that you're going to feel so re-energized, and then because the energy levels are going to be up, so it's going to be quite easy to ignore all these things, you see. It all depends what kind of balance you have, and basically when it comes to the actual 7, it's brilliant because it's a highly spiritual number. It's trying to let you know that this is going to be a great month ahead, very spiritual months ahead. But it's not only about that, it's about the fact that things from the past that you wanted to do in a really long time, things that you wanted to focus in a really long time, this is now going to come into fruition. This is all going to start happening now. But also it means that it is going to need your edit. It means that you're going to need to go into it, and you're going to need to make a certain edits. But it also means that a couple of things, there are a couple of realizations that you're going to have throughout this month, This is what number 7 is trying to let you know. It's also it's basically a couple of realizations that you're actually going to have this month. And these realizations that you are going to have this month, there are going to be a couple of them, and it's just going to make you realize that you're just going to need to kind of change things a little bit, and the things are going to take slightly longer. You're going towards the right direction with the certain things that you wanted to do, wanted to happen. They're very, very personal indeed, but it's just going to take a slightly longer. The bottom line is, it's going to take slightly longer, so the answer is actually positive, and this is what number 7 means. Absolutely brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And also there is going to be born a new desire for the future projects, and finally you're going to start, you will find yourself in a situation where you're going to be thinking about the immediate future and what you want to do and what direction you want to take, but you will be able to see it a bit more clearly this month, I have to say. You see, what I highly suggest is like to get like this beautiful clear quartz. You see this clear quartz crystal. When we have like such a spiritual month, when we are in touch with our spirit guides, when we're in touch with our angels, when we are in touch with the universe so much, when our intuition is so enhanced, like your intuition is going to be, but then there are certain realizations that you're going to have. You see clear quartz. I highly suggest to get this, because this is also fantastic to connect to the spiritual, to this spiritual energy, to connect to your own intuition, to connect your spirit guides, to connect your angels. It's absolutely brilliant. It comes with a sterling silver setting, and it comes with a sterling silver chain. And if you want to buy this, you can get the link is in the description below. But I highly recommend this. Okay. And now, going to the actual first date that I need you to pay attention to is the actual 1st of May. The 1st of May, it is just going to be like a breath of a fresh air. The 1st of May is just going to be like a beautiful new sunshine that is just about to start shining on you, okay? And basically, the very 1st of May is going to feel different. The very 1st of May is going to be feeling really good and very positive. It is going to be the realization that somebody who means to you on the 1st of May, it's actually going to go through something really good, something really positive, and something really powerful. Someone that you worried about as your family member, a certain family member, that something was not really right with this person, in your opinion, and it caused you like a worrying. You see, it's going to be really, really good. So basically, you're going to have a good news about a certain family member. On another hand, as well, there is going to be the realization that you are going to have on 1st of May. Realization that you are going to have, realization that you are going to get, realization that you are going to gain through somebody who you really look up to, through somebody who is like your some kind of idol, through somebody who is very powerful and very amazing in so many different ways. I'm not only talking about the spiritual ways, I'm not talking only talking about certain ways, but it's just in general with their balance. You know, this person is very successful, very popular, very smart, very intelligent, very spiritual. The third eye is like, oh my God. And also is very successful when it comes to business and things like that. So you therefore you really look up to this person quite a lot. So there is an idea, the realization that you're gonna get through this person, but you're gonna need to go back into your past. Now this is where it just all lies in, yeah? It's basically you're gonna need to go back into your past. You see, this is really important, like about at least 6 years earlier, 6-7 years earlier. You need to go back into your past, and you're gonna need to kind of take something from your past and bring it in now. It's the part of your past that you've left behind, the part of your past that you are not using, the part of this past of yours. It's really, really important, because this is what you need. This is the little puzzle that is missing in order to put that puzzle back on and get your happiness back again. Incredible, important, but it is just going to be very significant to you, and you're going to feel very nostalgic when it comes to the actual 1st of May. Not nostalgic in a bad way, but nostalgic in a good way. But this is the answer to it. This is why you're going to feel nostalgic, because there is something very important that is waiting for you in your past. So you need to go back like a little butterfly and then come back, you see, and then just kind of use this again. Very, very important indeed. The second important date is actually going to be the 16th of May. The 16th of May is an important date because it's just like basically there is going to be somebody who is going to come into your life. There is somebody who is going to enter your life. There is somebody who is going to start a friendship with you, and this is going to be really nice. This is, I'm not talking romantically or anything like that, but I'm just talking like in a friend way, on a friend basis. There is just someone very interesting that is just going to kind of start manifesting in your life, and you're really going to start enjoying the company of that person, and that person is just going to start enjoying the company of you or from you. Perhaps you were really busy, or perhaps you were like focusing on different things. Perhaps you didn't realize that friends are really good to have and things like that, and maybe you didn't have any new friends, or maybe you didn't socialize enough. However your personal spiritual journey is, this is going to be very significant, because it means that it's going to be somebody who is just, you are literally going to feel honored to be friend with this person. So it's just going to be quite nice, little friendship, little relationship, start of something very special indeed. On another hand, the 16th of May as well, 16th of May as well is going to be brilliant, because this is going to be the day when it's going to be fertility. It's going to be really, really high. Probably the highest day of fertility when it comes to the actual whole month, okay? And also on another hand, there is something that is going to be born in you this day. The great determination is going to come back. So if you felt really negative lately, if you felt really down lately, if you felt really low lately, if you just kind of felt a veil around you to be too thick in order to see beyond it, and it created so much heaviness in order for you to move freely. This is why the 16th of May is going to be so important, because by the end of the day there is a certain determination that you are going to have, an initiative, strength and power that is going to come into your sign, that is going to come to you, and also you're just going to start feeling really strongly about it, and there is a certain picture that is just going to start manifesting itself on this particular day. Okay, the third important day that I want you to tell you is the 28th of May. The 28th of May is really important because again, you will feel very creative. Again, you need to follow your own intuition, you need to follow your own feelings, you need to follow how you feel, you need to follow what your spiritual side is trying to let you know, what your intuitive side is letting to know, because you will feel very creative, but it's going to come with a little surprise. It's going to come with a little surprise, and it's going to lead towards your own personal satisfaction and accomplishment, okay? And you're going to start feeling really happy, because this is going to be probably, again, the most significant day when it comes to you completely getting like a certain picture about your future, but this time you will be able to see and feel a little bit further ahead, and a certain problem is just going to be resolved. Certain problem when you were completely unsure of what you want to do, completely unsure of your next step, completely unsure of your next direction, and this is for those of you who are like unsure and you weren't able to go past through a certain stage or a certain door. You see, there is something very, very interesting going to actually manifest for you on the 28th of May 2018. It's very, very interesting, because the whole new initiative is going to come out of it. So I think it's going to be brilliant, because it's going to reflect on you in like enlightening way, literally, or in a healing way, if I can say. This is why this is just so important indeed. Okay, the very first part of May 2018 is just it's the realization that the financial situation is going to kind of be quite okay. This financial situation is starting to improve. On one hand, this is going to be really good, because it's going to make you it's going to release certain spiritual heavy chains that were preventing you from moving on from the certain problem. Sometimes we have a problems, and then we, even without realizing, we are just focusing on it so much that it's like we just don't see the whole forest around us, because that tiny little problem, you see. And this is why it's so important. So synchronicity is going to be back on the very first part of May, because you will be able to kind of relax. But then again, you will want to change things, change things about your work, change things about your career. If you're retired, you're also going to start feeling much lighter in the first part of May. And this is what this is all about. Because you're going to start feeling much lighter, you're going to release those chains, and then you will feel like you want to release those heavy chains, you see, and you will want to make changes. So if you are working, career and things like that, you will be thinking about it a lot. If you're retired, you will be thinking about what new you can do, what next step it can be. If you're at the college, university, if things were like really slow or boring for a while, then you will just now you will want to do something else. Basically, the bottom line is that it's going to bring the power, the fresh energy, the bombastic, fantastic new energy, fresh energy that is just going to want to release you of the chains that were holding you in one certain spot, you see, if there were, and then it's going to lead into the fantastic balance, and that balance is going to be absolutely incredible. And that balance that I already mentioned is just going to be connected to like kind of things that you need to take from the past that I said on the very 1st of May, a little bit earlier, that you're going to need to go back to your past. This is all going to be connected, of course, indeed. Okay, I'm keeping looking outside, sorry, because this is my window right there, and it's beautiful gardens, and it's just so gorgeous. It's absolutely beautiful. So every time I look, I get so much energy, and then I feel even better, when I do this reading. So it's brilliant. I'm sending you lots of loving sun energy. Okay. And now, basically, then it is going to, when it comes to the actual finances, there is even good news going to be about the finances, what I already mentioned. And there's a big wish also. Big wish is coming through. Big wish is about to happen. Big wish is about to manifest, which is absolutely, absolutely brilliant. And you see, when it's just so much happening when it comes to work, career, and finances, I highly recommend like a green aventurine. Look at this beauty. It's just so cute. But I just like a green crystals, because green crystals are so positive and so powerful, especially green aventurine when it comes to work, career, finances. When we are going through certain changes, whether they're positive or negative, green aventurine is brilliant because it has got the ability to attract money, finances, and it's very good for career and decision making indeed. This green aventurine you can buy on my website, and the link is in the description below. It comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain. Okay, and this is something that I highly recommend indeed. The second part of May is going to make you realize something really big, something really important, something really powerful, and something really significant about yourself. You're going to realize that you were like knocking yourself down quite a lot. You're going to realize that you were bringing yourself down quite a lot, maybe, and that certain situations are not as powerless in your life, that there are certain problems and certain situations in your life that is going to come through, and you're still going to be kind of powerless about it, powerless, and there are going to be quite a few problems that are going to be coming back. But then again, the positive thing is that it's going to be okay, because you will realize, you will have a sign, information that it's just going to be fine. It's just going to take a little bit of moderation. It's going to take slightly longer, but it's going to be fine. Okay, after that, I can tell you that it's fantastic. Now, this is the time of recognition. This is the time of the positive position. God, I'm rhyming, God. Okay, no, this is the time of recognition. When it comes to your actual work, career, and finances, this is going to be brilliant, because it goes in a few ways. You see, if you are working for someone else, like, they expect recognition, especially if you were trying to get recognized, especially if you were waiting to get recognized. Expect recognition, step in the right direction, and something new is going to come through it. Something new is going to be born. Something new is going to happen when it comes to the actual recognition. But you will be happy, and this is going to really have an amazing impact on you, whether you're working for someone else or if you're working for yourself. You see, this means that you're going to have recognition in such a sense that you're going to have lots of clients. If you're looking for a job, there is something very special going to come through. The whole new job, the whole new career, the whole new opportunity that is just going to be literally life-changing. And you will realize that there are things that are going to need to be changed after this moment, after this point. But the bottom line is that it's not only you're going to end up with a better financial situation, with more responsibilities, with a new direction, with whole new direction in life. But the bottom line is, the best bottom line here is the fact that you're going to start feeling more free, and the fact is that you're going to feel more time, that you're going to have more time, and this is purely because you enjoy this energy. You're going to start enjoying everything around it and around you, and therefore you're going to start feeling like a free spirit. So you're going to be the winner however you look at, my gorgeous Capricorn. Indeed, the third part of May is going to bring like a little inheritance. I see it like some kind of inheritance, or money that is just going to be connected to you, and it's going to be connected to other people, and money that's going that was there for a while, but now you're going to realize, or you're going to get a realization, you're going to get a sign that there's some kind of money or some kind of inheritance going to come through, and this is automatically going to be very positive for you, very significant, because almost that very second you're going to have like a little vision what you're going to do about it. You're going to feel very happy, and this is really good because you're going to be thinking like how you're going to invest this money, or how you're going to use this financial situation in such a really good way. It's going to make you feel really creative, which is really great. You're also going to realize that there is a certain sacrifice that you are going to need to make at the end of May, and that is going to confuse you a little bit. There's going to be a situation, and it's just going to make you realize, okay, you're going to go either that way, but you can't have both ways, you see. So you're going to need to choose a certain way out of the two ways, and you're going to be a little bit confused, but you're going to be very passionate about this outcome. And what is actually going to happen is that you're going to need an advice through like some kind of spiritual person. Hello. Through some kind of spiritual leader, or like it might be like directly, or it may be like you just watch the video and you get your message, you get your omen. It depends. Sorry, but there is actual some kind of information that you're going to need, that you're going to get. After that moment, you're going to kind of have a feeling that you want to take a little time out, which is going to be absolutely brilliant. At around of May, you're going to have a feeling that you're going to need to take a time out and just reward yourself, and this is going to be absolutely brilliant time, absolutely perfect time, you see, because it is very good for you, like a work-life balance. And now at the end of May, to have some kind of little reward is just going to be brilliant, because you absolutely deserve it. Okay, so now when it comes to those of you that are in relationships, now this is a sorry, the sign of the spirits around me. See, it's like when I do this. Okay, but when it comes to those of you that are in relationship, okay, when it comes to those of you that are in a relationship, this is actually a really good sign. It's a really good sign because there is some kind of amazing power that your partner is going to have. It's so much connected to what they do. It's so much connected to their own, it's so much connected to what they do, and it's so much connected to their work. It's so much connected to their career. It's so much connected to their finances, so much connected to their security and your security. It's connected to the worries. It's connected to the negativity. Perhaps maybe the financial situation wasn't too bad, wasn't too good, or your partner had problems at work, or maybe they were looking for a job. However, this is all going to have a nice turnaround this month, and security and power, it's coming back, and this is exactly what your relationship needed in order to have a literal enlightenment, because after that moment, after that point, this is going to have a really good and amazing impact on both of you. So this is a good month for relationships indeed. Okay, when it comes to those Capricorns that are actually single and ready to mingle, when it comes to those Capricorns that are single, you see, I don't think it's going to happen this month. I don't think some romance is going to happen this month. And this is, I'm seeing this again. There is someone in your mind. There is someone that you're still focusing on. This is the single Capricorns. There's someone you are focusing on. Someone is still part of your mind. Whether this is your ex, or whether this is somebody you haven't been before, but you've just fancied them, you've seen this somewhere, you've seen them somewhere in the gym or something, maybe someone still very much so part of your mind, part of your energy, part of your subconscious mind, part of your intuition. They need to go. You need to get rid of them. You need to get rid of them. This person, whoever they are, they're not good. So whether I'm not saying they're evil, but they're not good for you. They're not good for this relationship, and that person also is very much sleeping around. It's not someone, sleeping around. It's such a horrible thing to say, but it is literally sleeping around a lot. It's you know, sleeping around a lot basically, and it's not somebody who you can trust. So, you know, it's a bit of sheep in a wolf clothing, what I say, you know. I don't know, it's just like basically, so you're gonna realize who this person is in order to just let someone else in, man. You see, you need to let someone else in. So it's going to be the realization for the single Capricorns. The passion that you felt about this person is closing the door for everyone else who could come in. Stop closing the door of everyone else, because no one else is going to come in and be a boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, unless you stop focusing on someone. And you could actually you could be focusing on this person like without even realizing. So you need to realize who this is, pinpoint, and just bye-bye. Okay, so the first realization, and then it's going to be abandonment, and then you're going to feel a little bit sad about it, but you're going to feel really, really happy at the end of all that, because you are automatically going to have a few days later like a little realization, and without you realizing, you are going to unlock the new door. You're going to cross into the new dimension, and it's not only that, but you're going to allow other doors to open, and you're just going to allow these wonderful people to come in and share their life with you. But it's the first realization who this is. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos, my beautiful Capricorn. There you go. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you already haven't done so. Share me on social networks wherever you can, and also don't forget to comment in the comment section below. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium.